Hey, besties.
Hey everybody, finale night.
I know. Hey, for the last time this season, I'm emo right now.
Me too. I have so many feelings.
I know. And I feel like it's so crazy to me that we started this journey in September. And this week is Thanksgiving. And I feel like simultaneously it flew by. And also, like, it was years ago that we started.
I know we got through a whole 9 weeks, 9 weeks, which is crazy, but it flew. I mean, it feels like yesterday. It kind of was yesterday. I mean, it doesn't feel like it was long enough, but it also feels like forever at the same time, just based on how I feel right now.
Well, and also, like, I feel like the finale, when they bring back everyone who was on the season, I'm like, oh my God, look at how far we've come.
And then I forget. I'm like, oh my God, Anna Delvey, that was this year. Tori
Yeah,
Spelling, that
right?
was
And
this year.
Reginald, like,
Oh, my angel.
um, I do wish though that this season had been a little bit longer. I wish we would go back to like, I don't know, having,
At
I don't,
least 10 weeks.
yeah,
I truly believe we needed one more episode this
yeah.
year. I think the election really threw us off, and I really feel like we needed one more week to see. I don't know, it felt a little bit rushed in times, and I would have liked some more time with everyone, especially since we took 5 to the finale. I would have liked at least one more dance.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree.
And F the instant dance challenge. Like, that still
What,
pisses me off to this
what a
day.
waste. What a waste.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we get into it for the last time of this season, I do have one note, and that is a big congratulations to our girl, Haley Jean. She got engaged this past weekend, so we are so excited for her. If you don't know who we're talking about, then you're obviously not in the Facebook group because she is one of the comedy queens. The Facebook group is from Lynn the 10 DWTS. Every week we go into a live chat and live react to the episode, talk to each other about what's going on. It's really fun. We have a lot of laughs. It gets unhinged. It gets crazy. It might cause your phone to shut down from the sheer volume. But Haley has been a real one since day one.
Day one.
And we're so excited for her. And I don't know, so this is some lore on our podcast for those of you anyone who's new, which hi, welcome if you're new. Hi.
Hello.
We're so glad you're here. So when Madeline and I started this podcast in 2020 as just like something fun to do because COVID was happening and everything sucked, we were both very, very single,
Mm-hmm.
two single gals living on their own with a cat, like not together. Like I lived alone with a cat and she lived alone with a cat.
I wish
And
we would have lived together. Now that would have
that
been fun.
that would have been fun. But then since since then we have both found men, gotten engaged, and are now married. So it's just fun. Like I feel like we're
It's
all
been a journey
growing up together. And now Haley Jean is the next one to join the
to
married
join the
team.
pack. But yeah, the Facebook group brought us to Haley Jean, and I will forever be thankful for that. She is hilarious.
Absolutely.
Her chat, I mean, I've never met someone so unhinged and we've never even met. You know what I mean? Like in person. I can't wait to, I don't know, see her get married and all that fun stuff. And that's just what I love about the Facebook group. It brings people together from all over the country. And some people I don't even think live. I think some people live in
They
Canada.
do.
And so I don't know. It's a
Yeah,
great
and
place to be. So please join it.
yes, and other people like live abroad. Like, oh my gosh, forgive me. I want to say it's Lauren Sullivan, but that might not be right. Someone, potentially Lauren Sullivan, has has moved abroad and is like living in like
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Germany, I think now,
That's
or
right. Or Ireland.
England.
Ireland?
Ireland, that's it.
Ireland. That's right.
Yeah. So
Oh my God.
you know who you
Crazy.
are.
You know who you are, Lauren Sullivan or someone else. Please correct us. Please correct us.
But yeah, so the Facebook group is a blast. Also follow us on TikTok and Instagram, both at Talk Dirty Dancing to me. I feel like I've been kind of slacking on TikTok this past week, and I apologize. I've been the repost queen, but like I haven't put out any content. It's just been crazy, and
It's the
I apologize.
holidays. It's the
It's
holidays. It's the end
the
of the
holiday
year.
season.
Yeah, and the end of the year. And then again, as most of you all know, if you are a loyal listener, we do have full-time jobs. And so while we do wish this could be our full-time job, it's not always easy to keep up with Instagram and TikTok and a 3-hour finale.
Yeah,
So
especially since this don't pay the bills.
yeah. Is there anything else we need to cover before we try and summarize 3 hours of Dancing with the Stars?
Um, no, I don't think so. I just need to say really quick though, like this is going into the episode, but like I know that so Madeline is never really like a freak out. Oh my God, I'm so pumped. I'm so pumped. Like she literally could not stop talking about this finale. So like this one hit different for her. Like she's been talking to me about the finale since this weekend, like nonstop.
It's
And
all I've
like,
been able to think about. I've had dreams about the finale. I've had like it consumed my thoughts all day today.
yeah. So I was like, oh, this one is different. But okay, so I today like absolutely kicked my ass. So like when 5 o'clock came and I logged off, I was like, okay, oh my God, it's the finale tonight. And then I got like really pumped up and I was like watching TikToks, like watching everyone like in costuming, like the
Yeah.
sneak peeks behind the, and I got myself so jazzed up and I was like, hell yeah, let's go. And then it starts. I'm like literally rushing around the house to like get everything set up, get my laptop set up to take notes, get the TV turned on, whatever. Okay, it starts. And then I've never had blue balls before,
Oh my
obviously,
God.
but I feel like that's probably what it feels like
Well,
because
I mean,
I was like lit and then
I,
they
I
gave me nothing.
I felt the exact same way. Ryan was responsible for going and picking up the pizza for us to have pizza for the pizza
Pizza
party.
party.
And I was like, it needs to be here by 7:30. And I was being so unhinged about the time that the pizza needed to be delivered. And he was like, okay, fine, relax. Like, I'll go pick it up early. And I'm like, yeah, it needs to be here on time for 8 o'clock. The man could have brought the pizza in at 8:45 and it would have been fine. But I was being like, I always forget that they didn't actually get into the dances of the finale. They do this like fake ass 1 hour of like behind the scenes. It was more like 30 minutes, but it felt like forever. It felt like an hour. And a behind the scenes hype up, like let's try and get a behind the scenes view of like what it's actually like. It's not really like that. All of that is fake. I think all of that is pre-recorded. I don't think any of that is natural.
Dancing with
The
the
jokes
Stars
were
just
not
like
funny.
they just like don't think that we're like a real audience. I
Okay, I
don't think.
also like I just need to say I know this is another reason the producers will never pick us to be the official correspondents of Dancing with the Stars or the official podcasters for Dancing with the Stars, sponsored by ABC, because of what I'm about to say.
Okay, I'm ready.
That is beyond unnecessary. I am begging you, producers, I am begging you to do something else with the first 30 minutes of our time, especially when you know that this season, the most people ever are tuning in. That is the most that is just unprofessional. It's lazy. Like what they did doing those, like showing us their dances again with the voiceovers of the judges. That's lazy. That's lazy producing. I'm no TV expert here. I'm not in tech. I don't know how to, mesh and fix videos up and all cool and make montages and all that, but like make us a montage of the people's whole season. Let their family members talk then rather than like before they're gonna find out if they lose or not. Like give them something to be hyped up for and show us kind of like a montage of their growth. Don't just show us some of their worst dances. Some of the dances they showed tonight, like when they went through Steven's Hercules dance, one of his worst dances that
It
he
was
did of the year. I'm like, this is a waste of our absolute time. These judges are just making shit up. It's them talking over these dances that we have already seen multiple times. And when they could have done something else with their time and our time, it felt so lazy. And I was like, what are they doing? This is a waste of my time.
No, literally, it was a waste of everyone's time. I came in excited for like this opening number showstopper, like ready to be pumped up for the finale. And they were like, here, we're gonna watch some shit that y'all have been sat for already. Like, why?
The
We
no
saw it.
opening number until
And
8:35 is insane.
The fact that when the show started, Julian and Alfonso were dead ass facing the wrong way.
No,
And
I
then they turned
know.
around, they're like, "Oh, hello there." I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" No, I was so pissed. Like, honestly, like, okay, I probably spend more time like splicing together TikToks and editing down like clips of stuff for our TikTok channel than they put into this quote unquote recap. And like, I think so I have some comments from the Facebook group, which, hey, again, from Lynn, the 10, DWTS. Um, Maggie Lear, poor thing, said, because
Poor thing.
a lot of people are home for Thanksgiving right now. And so
Yes.
like college kids and stuff.
Thoughts
But
and
like,
prayers.
yes, she said, I've convinced my whole family to watch this tonight, and this recap is not helping my case.
No, I feel so bad for the people who finally got a friend to watch and it got them locked and loaded for 8 p.m. to sit through this.
And they're like, oh, wow. And then Allison Butler goes, why is Carrie Ann talking like someone is holding a gun to her head?
Yeah, it
She's
was
so right.
weird.
Literally, and it wasn't just Carrie Ann. Every judge was like, it was like the weirdest. Like, have you ever watched like Planet Earth with David Attenborough? And he's like,
Yes.
all right, now we're going to watch he's he's like, we're gonna watch the ostrich mate with a lady, and he's got his feathers up, and oh, let's see what he does here. Oh, she's interested. Like, it's like play-by-play commentary of what you're watching on your screen, and it's like, bitch, we've been here. We know. We
But it
saw it the
wasn't
first
even
time.
that
No,
it
not only
wasn't
did
even
we
that good
see it,
though.
but we
Like it
saw it the
wasn't even
first
that
time.
good.
We saw it the first time, and guess what? We also heard the judging for the first time. We don't. And here's the other thing. Okay. And Carrie Ann goes first talking about Chandler, and she is gassing her up. She's like, oh my God, look at. Oh, I was heated. Oh, I was so heated when she was doing her Viennese Waltz for Halloween, and she's like, watch her flow effortlessly, like through here, blah, blah, blah. She's like, she's amazing. And I was like, yeah, so amazing. You gave her a fucking 9.
Yeah, I know.
Like, it just
The
it
whole
felt
beginning,
so fake. It's so
the
fake, and I'm so over it. I hate this. Please don't do this to us anymore.
no,
Just
they
get
will.
into
So
it.
just remember next year, you don't have to be sat for 8 p.m. You don't need to get to your seats until like 8:35. It's like the opening credits of the movie, but like the bad kind that are just the commercials. You don't even need to be there.
Yeah, when it's
So
like, don't forget, you can order online and have it delivered to your seat. Like, not even like trailers for other movies. It's literally just like don't forget to silence your cell phones.
it was fluff. It was just fluff, and we did not need it. And
Well,
it,
and then and
and the
then
whole show could be an hour less. Like, what are you doing? Just give us the dances and let's go.
yes, and also I was so pissed because we wasted all this damn time at the beginning on this stupid shit that, guess what? Everyone who sat for the finale has already seen. And this year, especially, because if you didn't watch live, you've definitely seen it on TikTok if you're tuning in for the finale. Like, I can guarantee you everyone has seen this at least 40 times against their
Yeah,
will or otherwise. And like, so we do all of this dicking around. And then at the end, when the judges are judging the freestyles and like others, and we have the like winners at the end, we have zero time because we've wasted 30 minutes watching shit that we've already seen.
yeah, I know. It
I'm
was a waste.
pissed.
It was just a waste. But anyway, then like 35 and a half minutes in, we got to the opening number. What'd you think about the opening number?
It was okay. I mean, here's the problem for me is that I had already gotten so frustrated that I just like wasn't in the same headspace that I was in before. Like, it was really good, but just like the energy had shifted for me. And like, if that had like come on my screen when it was time for the show to start, I would have been like, hell yeah, let's go. But like, because I literally got up, made a bowl of popcorn, peed like 3 times, like, and then so I just like wasn't into it anymore. It was good. It was really great to see everybody back, but like, and then oh God, then they like they didn't ride down on mirror balls this year, which we appreciate. I almost said finalists, the finalists. But
Wow.
they like turned them around. It was very like Little Mermaid when they
Right.
open up that shell and Ariel's supposed to be in there. They like turn the thing around and it was like, wow, there they are. And it was super awkward and uncomfortable. But I just want to thank the Lord and the powers that be for putting Danny Amendola in a tuxedo because holy shit. Jillian Hoover said, Danny look-alike contest in my room later.
Danny had to Danny had to look good in something tonight, so they gave him gave him the tuxedo. I
What did
think
you think? Am I just being
I
a hater right now?
no, I don't know. I think we're not. I don't think we're in our hater era tonight. I've been accused of being in my hater era today, and I'm doing my best to be positive. So the opening number was choreographed by Ray Leeper, and then Mandy Moore also. I couldn't tell if the opening number was like a tour inspired number or not, or if it was just, I don't know, just this opener. Because I'm kind of like you. I was really distracted by like, okay, I was so wet. I was so ready for this. I was waiting for it. It, of course, had star power and I loved it. And I was just ready to jump in though. Like, I was just ready to see the finalist dance. I almost called them the finales too, but I, I wanted to also get into them. And so I was just kind of like, okay, I've had enough of the fluff. Like,
Yeah.
get me to the dancers. But the big half sphere mirror ball wide open like the core of the earth, like that thing was huge. Like, it was literally huge. It was like a planet, and they were all just inside it. I don't know, it was very weird. I did you like the open half sphere mirror ball better? So you said you liked it better than them coming down on the balls.
I think it was better, but
They're both odd.
they're not by a lot. It was giving. Have you ever been to a cotillion?
Yes, of
You know when
course.
they present the girls and they're like
Y-
introducing them to society or whatever?
yes.
That was the vibe I was getting.
Yeah.
Your class
Interesting.
of 2024.
That was them.
There they
Um,
were.
so after that, we,
Ba, ba, da, ba, ba,
oh
ba,
my God.
ba. Pomp and circumstance, baby.
So after that, we got straight in. We finally jumped into the dances around like 8:45.
Yeah.
Um, and the first couple to go was Stephen and Riley. They had their redemption dance to I'll Be There For You.
It was a jive, right?
It was a quick step. I'm so sorry. I forgot to say.
Okay, it was a
A
quick
quick
step.
step. Yes.
And I okay, I want to apologize formally to Steven. I'm so sorry that I put you in last place in my ranking last week. And it wasn't because there's no love here, because there definitely is.
There's a
I just
lot of love here, actually.
so much love. Um, I thought that you just weren't in your dancer era, I guess. Dude, you slayed the house down. 8, left no crumbs. The footwork, the frame, the timing. It was leaps and bounds better. It was amazing. I was so proud of him. I died when Derek was like, you guys are like two little antidepressants
It
out
was so
there.
funny. That was
And like,
hilarious.
he's correct. Like, I don't need to take my Zoloft. Not sponsored at Zoloft if you want to sponsor us. Hey.
Here we are again asking for a Zoloft sponsorship.
Except for that neither of us take Zoloft because that shit is expensive. So I'd be taking that sertraline 100 milligrams.
Sertraline, please sponsor us.
Just the generic. There's no sponsorships.
Hilarious. Hey, you never know.
Hey, you
We're
know,
all looking for coin these days.
that's right. But no, I loved this. I thought it was so fun. A lot of people didn't like their outfits, and like, well, yes, he was kind of giving Dumb and Dumber
No, I
tuxedo
loved it.
situation. I
I loved
thought
it.
he and Riley looked so good together. I thought they looked so cute. They were a vision in like tangerine.
Yeah.
It was so cute and fun.
Okay. Perfectly in sync. I agreed with Carrie, and Lynn would have absolutely loved this. I think Lynn would have had would have given Steven a lot of tough critiques throughout the season. But
Mm-hmm.
I think that Lynn would have absolutely loved that quick step. It was proper. His lines were amazing. I was smiling from ear to ear when Steven was on my screen. Anytime I saw his face tonight, it like brought me back and made me happy again.
Mm-hmm.
So I agree. He was like taking an antidepressant watching him dance.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't mind the outfits at all. I loved this dance. The song, it was perfect. It was just such a good moment. And it was a great way to open the show. So
Yes.
Bruno was there. I forgot to say, each couple is going to have a redemption dance, and one of the judges, quote unquote, is going to coach them or assign them, I guess, assign them a dance. And so Bruno assigned them this dance. And I was interested to hear what Bruno was going to say about it. You know, Bruno, he's just excited for the dance to start too, I think. So his scores. He got a 10 from Carrie, a 9 from Derek, which I did not agree with, and a 10 from Bruno.
Yeah. I will say, first of all, I think this should have gotten all tens, especially as we get down through the list later. Is Millie by
Yes.
you?
Yes, I'm sorry. She's being so bad, and I'm trying so hard.
I can just hear her little bell on her collar.
She's being unreal right now. She's chewing. She's been chewing on the Christmas tree. So,
Oh, Millie, we haven't put ours up yet, so but Oliver will be in that puppy, believe it. But no, so I was really frustrated that this didn't get a perfect score, especially because it's the finale and we love
yep.
perfect scores on the finale, but like whatever. It wasn't devastating. But I was a little frustrated. I was more frustrated though with the fact that they said last week that they are going to have a redemption dance coached by one of the judges. And
hmm
then we get the budget version, and the judge doesn't even come to the studio to be like, hey, here's your dance. Let me talk to you for 2 seconds. And they're like, here's a pre-recorded iPad video, bitch. Like,
I hated that. It's like, again,
why?
production, why are you so lazy?
Just like send them in there and
Why
be
are you
like,
so lazy? What's going on? Why was the 500th episode a flop, and why are we getting coached by Zoom?
not even.
No, I know. But seriously?
The coaching was not in the episode with
Is the
us.
coaching in the room with us?
No. They said, hello, I'm filming this on an iPad sent from my iPhone. Like, it's just me telling you what dance you're doing, and that's it. I was
And
really I was like, wow, that sucks. Okay.
okay. Anything else on his scores?
No, I thought he was a great opener for the night. And the curse of going first did not hit Steven and Riley tonight, and I was really happy.
Amen. Okay. Second, we had Joey and Jenna. They had Carrie and Anava on video, and she assigned them a redemption cha-cha to Can't Stop the Feeling by Justin Timberlake.
Okay, so quick comment about
For,
this song from our newly engaged queen, Haley Jean. She said, I love Joey so much, but he def would play this type of shit if he got the aux. Which,
he, does,
like,
he doesn't
fair.
look like a Justin Timberlake fan, for sure.
Yeah. So I have an almost 5-year-old stepdaughter, and so I have heard this song ad nauseum because it's in Trolls.
Uh-huh.
And so I just like hate it.
Yeah, it's not a good song.
No. It was good the first like couple times you heard it. You're like, okay, it's kind of a bop, whatever. And then I was like, anytime it comes on, it's like the same kind of thing as like Pharrell's Happy. It's like the same vibe. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, same beat.
Yeah, where you're just like, oh, this is cute and fun. And then you hear it for the 5th time and you're like, I'm gonna blow my brains out if I hear this again.
Stop.
No, okay. I was really confused as to why they picked the cha-cha for him. But also, I didn't know what they were going to pick for him because I feel like they've been gassing him up all season. And, like, maybe
Mm-hmm.
it's... And I love Joey. Like, let me make that... I've said that all season. Like, I'm not changing my opinion now. I love him. I think he's great. I think it's amazing what he can do. The fact that he has, like, 0 dance experience. So, let's just put that out there. Okay. I thought his jive on, I think it was Soul Train night. Yes. Where he had the big clunky feet. I thought that was his worst dance.
And I wish he would have had to do a jive as the others all had to do quick dances.
Yes. So I was like, oh, he should do a jive. Which, like, a cha-cha isn't, like,
A very
slow or anything.
a very technical dance is what I should say.
But, and his cha-cha was his very first dance, which blew everyone out of the water. Like, yeah, it's week 1, so of course you're going to have lower scores because it's week 1. Like, you're not getting 10s at the gate. So, like, I don't know. I just felt like he's had worse dances than his first dance.
His rumba was his lowest scored dance. I just went back and looked. So why didn't he have to do a rumba?
I don't know,
I
but
don't either.
I was surprised they picked this for
Rigged.
him, but whatever. So he gets his dance. He goes out there. It was giving Clydesdale. It was, I did not think by any means that it was better than his original cha-cha. Like, yes, there were probably technical things that were better and sharper and cleaner, but the performance value was so much lower. His feet, he was so heavy on his feet. I just can't. I don't understand. And then the judges were like eating that shit up, and I was like, where?
Like what is it that they're saying that I'm not? Because I've been watching the show for a very, very, very long time, and I fear that and hey, I think everyone's welcome to watch the show. I want everyone to watch the show. I want everyone and their mother and their mother's mother. I want everyone you can possibly think of to watch this show. But when you've been watching it for this long, and then someone, like, you can see that this one just isn't hitting the same.
Mm-hmm.
And like Joey's cha cha, just like tonight, that was not a finale cha cha.
No.
That had the opportunity to be so much more fun. I was bored until his shirt ripped off, and then I was like eating it up. But this dance just did not get me hype, and I was waiting for his redemption dance to be something that like really got me hype. So I went back and looked at all his scores from all our other notes, and his rumba had the lowest scores of all of his other dances. So I didn't understand why he didn't have to do a rumba. So, and like that one was one where he got all sevens compared to, I think his cha cha also got all sevens, but his cha cha was good on night one.
It was very solid.
So, okay, Joey just has the skill and the finesse that that a lot of the other competitors did not have. Joey has charm. There's just something about Joey that I think he was a very successful bachelor, and I think that fandom like carried over onto this. And so a lot of people had eyes on the show because of that, which I love. But also, I think that a lot of things were overlooked with Joey that were not overlooked with some of the other competitors. And his cha cha getting all tens was an example of that. And his foxtrot getting all tens last week was another example of that, too.
I don't really understand because, like, I really like Joey and I've liked him all season. And I've thought that he is a great performer and he like has this like the charisma, like you said, the charm. He's got the riz, baby.
He does.
And but then tonight it was like he's at the finish line and fumbled. Like I just felt like tonight was one of his worst like performed, like his two like worst performed dances of the season, because I didn't feel any kind of connection to him at all. I felt nothing. And I'm like,
But
is something wrong with me?
nothing.
I felt
Nothing.
nothing.
But I also think if you're a Joey stan, you don't see any of that. Like you're just locked in on Joey. You're going to vote for Joey. Joey's going to get all 10 of your votes. Joey, 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 Joey. And you can't see like, oh, that wasn't an amazing cha-cha.
I just think that there's so many dances he's had throughout the season that have been so much better and more impressive. And I've been like, hell yeah. And this one wasn't it. And for it to be the finale, I was super bummed because I know how great he is.
Yeah.
I thought it was so weird when Carrie Ann was like, you're a potential winner. Like,
that was weird.
I was like, yeah, no shit.
She was like, it's either you or one other person. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, but also it's interesting because we've all been saying that since night one. Like everyone was like, Joey's going to the finale since immediately night one. But what a weird thing to be said. It's supposed to be unspoken if you're a judge.
Yeah. She's like, you're a potential winner. And I was like, yeah, no shit. The winner's getting announced tonight. Literally all 5 of these people are potential winners.
But
it was just weird. And then they were like, we've been on Joey score.
We've been on Joey for so long. Perfect score. Perfect score for Joey. 30 out of 30.
And if you're a Joey stan, please know we love Joey. I am obsessed with him. Like Madeline and I have both talked about like on and off the podcast that we might go back and watch his season of The Bachelor because that franchise just made us both give up a few years ago. But like he's so pure, so sweet. He seems like a legitimately good guy and we really do like him.
Yes.
So this, like, please don't think that we like, don't come for us. We love
But
Joey too, but
yeah.
we're not so, like, invested in him that we're like, I'm giving him my votes no matter what, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and I think another unique thing about us is that we are not like, I don't know, the Bachelor franchise did not bring us to Dancing with the Stars. Dancing with the Stars made the Bachelor franchise relevant again.
Yeah.
And so, no offense, that's like, that's, I don't know, no offense, but to all the Bachelor lovers out there. But yeah, I think we're unique in that we don't really have like a strong leaning. And I think that that makes us more impartial, is to not be mega stands of a certain, I don't know, show before they
I
come
do
on.
also want to say really quick, because this thought crossed my mind this past week when I was like thinking about the finale and all of this. Like, everyone's always like, oh, he's the first Bachelor to go far in the show. That's not true. I mean, yes, I guess. Okay, let me rephrase. To some extent, yes, he is the first male Bachelor. Well, no, that sounds stupid. There have been males from Bachelor slash Bachelorette Nation, aka one, aka Nick Vial. Vial?
Yeah.
Vial.
However, I don't, yeah.
He was in the final
He made it the finale,
5?
I think.
No, he wasn't in the finale. He made it to like the final 5 or something, though, I think. His season, 5 or 6.
Hmm.
But yeah, so I was like, wait, everyone's saying that he made it super duper
He
far.
came in
Nope.
sixth.
Yeah.
Sixth.
Okay.
But
But
that's also
still,
back when they would put like 17 people on the season.
I know. So yeah, I was thinking about that and I was like, wait a second. So I just wanted to call that out. This is no shade to Nick or Joey or anyone. I just thought it was interesting.
It's also, I don't know, never mind.
No, no,
I'm
no.
done.
Say it, say it, say it, say
I
it,
just
say
want
it.
to be like, is it really that big of a feat that like The Bachelor makes it to the finale? Like, it's not some like, it's not some like amazing feat, but whatever. I have nothing else. I'm sounding negative. I don't want to sound negative. So I'm just like over it. Okay, so then we started having our first returning eliminated stars return back to the ballroom, and Tori and Anna came out for a quick little dance with Pasha and Ezra.
This was so fun. This was such a vibe. Iconic, truly.
They danced to I Have Nothing by Whitney Houston, and it was incredible. I did not see that coming, and I think it was so creative, and I loved it. I love that they played into that.
Yes, I loved it so much. I know that Ezra had to be behind part of that, which shout out to Ezra. We love you so much. Um, but no, it was so funny. Anna got to have her moment. So we thought that Anna was so done because like there had been rumors circulating that she wasn't coming back for the finale. And then this week I was so jazzed to see her and Ezra back together. And I'm sad too though, because like we got to see this like her relationship with Ezra is like really cute and fun. And I wish
Yeah,
that she had stuck around longer so we could have seen more of it.
me
Not
too.
saying that, like, I mean, I get it, but, like, I don't know. I just think that this other side of her is really, really fun. And I
Yeah,
liked that. So she was gorgeous. She was in the skybox and they dressed her literally in like a gazillion rhinestones and sequins. And I was like, girl, you are shining bright like a diamond. You look like $1,000,000. LOL.
she looked good. Her dress was incredible. It was really cute. So I'm glad that they brought them back. I'm glad she showed up. She didn't have to. Glad she did. Did Ezra have on a matching ankle monitor?
Someone said that I haven't seen.
I didn't
And
go back and see. I saw that someone said it, but I was too distracted by everything else going on.
yeah, I couldn't go back and rewind for fear that I would like miss coming back live. And also like we started this podcast like basically right after the show ended because the show went for 3 hours tonight and we wanted to get this out before the Thanksgiving holiday.
I
Um
can't believe we're doing this, by the way.
me neither. Thank God I work from home tomorrow and you
Me
don't work
too. Me
tomorrow.
too. I know I'm gonna have to do a few things, but I'm like not going in. So
So
it's
we
gonna
can just
be
be like gross.
yeah. So
I'm
we
gonna
can
roll
just
out of
like
bed and roll into my desk chair. Um
literally.
But no, yeah, I was like, so we have not like I haven't scrolled TikTok. I haven't. So
Mm-mm.
I'm not sure. Cannot confirm nor deny the ankle monitor situation for Ezra, but I'm hoping that it's true because that would be very fun and cool. I mean, not cool. Like I don't mean to be like meh, but like
It would be funny.
it would be funny.
Okay, so then Danny and Whitney, they were Zoom coached or however we want to classify that as, or by Derek, and he assigned them a tango to I Had Some Help by Post Malone and Morgan Wallen from one of my favorite albums of all time, the F1 Trillion album.
What the hell? Why?
You don't love that? Wait, why to the album or why to the song?
No, no, of course the album. You know, my
Oh,
dad and I danced to
yes, y'all did yours, right?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Katie, oh my God, that was such a good moment. That is literally the F1 Trillion album by Post Malone is one of my favorites. I cannot stop listening to it.
It
But
came out the day before my wedding.
I know you were and you snatched that song right up, and I love
Yep,
that for you.
I said Post Malone did this for me. Thank you.
So Danny and Whitney, what did you think about their tango?
Well, first of all, I thought it was very strange that they picked a tango for him. I thought they would have picked a paso because that was the clearest struggle that he's had.
Yeah.
Because he got stuck in that leather jacket.
Oh no, I forgot about that. But Gene loved it, don't you worry.
Gene just loved it because he had an erection.
Oh my God.
Like, I can hear Millie shaking her head. She didn't
No,
like that.
I know y'all. Millie's being so bad, so I'm sorry if you hear the jingle bell in the back. Santa Claus is not coming to visit Millie this year. She's being insane.
I was like, oh, okay. Like, I thought his week one tango was like fine for a week one tango, but whatever. Whitney's belt buckle was so distracting to me. The song didn't go. The cover was strange. I thought that their passes, their promenades, as Derek called them, were actually a lot better. And there was
I think
actually
that was the best part of the dance.
absolutely anytime that they were in hold, moving from one end of the dance floor to the other was really, really good. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh, okay, Danny, go off, footwork, frame, okay. And then other times he had his shoulders scrunched up under his ears
Yeah.
and his foot, like, he gets that weird walking around thing that he does sometimes. But when they were, like, doing the big promenades, I was like, go off. I loved that they did their little secret handshake, their little bestie handshake. It was so cute. But he just kind of struggles with the other stuff when they're not doing like the key. Like he doesn't have that natural flow. Like
No.
and I think that's where he struggles. And it unfortunately, I love Danny. Y'all know that I've been a Danny apologist, but like I can see that he's after tonight especially he was the weakest one left.
And his song and the dance style going with that song really did not help him out tonight.
No.
I don't think that was really a fair pairing. I don't think it was a great tango song for Whitney to even choreograph to. I don't think really you can do much with that for
Mm-mm.
Danny. Just not his best. And I don't know. It just wasn't his best. It was kind of boring. Hated that this was one of his finale dances. They always find a way to throw a lift in there, even though they weren't supposed to. They definitely did a lift, but hey, it gave the dance some pizzazz. Carrie called him the most improved man left, and I just don't agree with that statement. I think
No,
that
I
Danny,
think Steven is the most improved by a mile, especially after tonight.
yeah, I think Danny is very improved. I think he is second place for most improved man left, but he was not first place. So his scores, he got all nines for a 27 out of 30.
I was fine with that. I loved that after this, he also gave us the iconic, let's strap up, baby.
Oh my God, that was hilarious. I loved that.
Everyone was like, what the hell? And Alfonso was like, it's a football thing.
No, who said, no, you. Katie in the chat said, strap it up and strap me down. This is what Katie said in the chat, and I just think that is so funny. So yeah, I loved that. And then after Danny and Whitney, we got a quick dance from past champions, Sochi and Val. It was nice to see.
Our previous to this, current reigning champions.
Our reigning champions, the previous champions. So the season 32 champs, Sochi and Val, returned for a performance to Pink Pony Club.
I am so pleasantly surprised by this. And I'm not a hater. I loved Sochi when she was on the show, but Jason had my heart. He was my mirror ball winner. And like like, she's just, like, been around the ballroom, like, a bunch this season, so I feel like I've seen her, like, she hasn't necessarily, like, gone away. Not that you have to or anything, but I was just kind of like, whatever.
Whatever.
And so I was like, "This will be good," whatever. They absolutely slayed this. It was such a vibe. It reminded me how good they were last season and also how much their partnership is, like, so cute and fun.
Cannot be mimicked. Like it,
Yeah.
she is the total package. And when she was dancing, you see that her facials, the acting element, the character, she really like feels the music and just watching her dance, especially with Val. Okay, I decided that Val needs to be sexiest man alive.
I could get behind that.
People, this
People
Val.
Magazine, if you're listening.
No, seriously, People Magazine. Like, I don't know what I got to do to get Val nominated, to get him on the cover, but like, he is the sexiest man alive. He is one of the pros that I will watch the whole time he's dancing.
I just was so shocked at, like, what an emotional response I had to this because, like, first of all, it's Pink Pony Club, which,
I
like, yes.
know, very unserious.
Yes, very unserious, but also, like, if you really look into it, you can, like, get there emotionally. But
Mm-hmm.
then, like, it starts off and they, like, go through the whole slow part, which thank you, God, and also Dancing with the Stars for not making this cover. I appreciate that. But it starts off, they went through the slow part and everything, and it was beautiful and whatever. And then when it gets to the chorus, they, like, actually break out and do, like, fun. Like, they're just
So good.
vibing. They're vibing.
It was so good.
It was
I loved it.
so fun, and I was like, that's why they are the Mirrorball champions. Like,
And
and
that's,
I think Jason and Daniela could have come out and also slayed if they had won, but, like, I felt like I also felt kind of like I was like, "Oh, she's way better than anyone on this season. Whoops."
I know. Like, I mean, the whole time she was watching, I was like, Chandler's the only one who's kind of even close.
Mhm.
Like, and I don't know. It was interesting to watch them. And
Somebody
she hasn't
said
even been practicing. She just walked right back in and did that.
I know. Um, Somebody said, and I didn't screenshot it because I suck at my non-paying second job, but someone was like, this year they hired for personality over skill. And
And I
I
like
agree.
that. And
I
I
don't
like
hate
that.
it. And it's fine to have that every now and then.
Which I also think that's just what made this night so hard for me, I think.
Yes. And that's what made this season so special too, is because, like, we've been saying almost from the beginning that, like, we love all of these people. And, like,
Yeah.
yes, the dance quality wasn't as high as last season, but the fun, the real journey was the friendships made along the way.
Literally. Oh my
Okay.
God. Literally. Okay, next up. Alona and Alan. They were assigned a jive as their redemption dance, shocker, from Bruno Tognoli. He assigned them their jive to Shake a Tail Feather,
Not by Nelly, though.
not the Nelly version.
Um, okay. She was in amazing shape when she got on this show. Has she gotten into even better shape since the show
Oh,
has started?
I'm certain. I'm certain. There's no way you can leave the show and not have toned up in a million different ways
Do you
because you're
remember
working.
Allison last season?
Yeah, she walked in and walked out like she didn't even have 40 pounds to lose, but I swear she told us she lost like 40 pounds and was completely jacked by the time she left.
Yeah, she looked amazing. Like, put me on Dancing with the Stars just, like, for the bod,
No,
please.
seriously, please. That's another reason I'm like annoyed my parents didn't like set me up for life success. Not only so I couldn't be on the show, but like so I could just be one of them. Like
I know.
I'd give
I
anything.
know. I know. But no, so she looked incredible. She looked so damn good. It was so, again, so cute and fun. I keep saying that, but, like, that was kind of the theme of the night. The vibes were vibing.
Cute and fun.
It was cute and fun. I was having a good time. Um, I feel like my only critique for her on this was that she wasn't really following through with her movements
Yes,
in some
same.
parts. I was like, dude, just
Same.
do it. Just do it. Which, like, it's a jive. It's fast as shit. Like, it's, I mean, I would be, like, hyperextending my knees and stuff. Like, who am I to judge? Like, I'm in a glass house, okay? I'm not throwing stones.
Yeah.
But, like, her footwork was so good. And she, like, I feel like last week we saw it too. But, like, these past, even 2 weeks ago, like, this past, like, almost month, she has decided, I think, that she can do this and she's comfortable. She's become comfortable, and so she's having fun, and it's making her performance quality better. And I
Yeah.
love to see that. Her footwork was really, really good. I just needed her to finish her movements.
Yep, she really let loose, obviously so much better than last time. Overall, she really crushed the dance, but there were those moments in the dance where I was just like, just commit, like shimmy all the way, like
Mm-hmm.
kick a little higher, like. And I do think part of that does come with just the fatigue of the jive, but I also think with Alona, what we've talked about, the theme kind of throughout the season was, it definitely doesn't come natural to her. And there are some moments where you can just really see it's not natural to her. And some of the dance element, it's a lot more of the times too, where it's like individual movement where it's almost like she's just kind of shying away from it.
Mm-hmm.
And you really saw that here. But overall, I was so proud of her. And it was a really, really good jive compared to her last jive. So it was like major success.
Definitely.
Major
Definitely.
redemption. Like, I think this was the best redemption round dance. Like
Agreed.
a
Because,
true redemption.
yeah, the difference was so stark. Night and
Yeah.
day.
So she got all nines, 27 out of 30.
I'm cool with that. That was fine with me.
I'm cool with that too. Then we had Reggie come back and give us a performance.
Big Reg.
Big Reg, Reginald Bell Johnson had a dance to, I want to make sure, it is there As Days Go by Jesse Frederick from the Family Matters opening song.
And they had the like font from Family Matters,
that was just the best.
Like the casting, like starring so and so. Like it was so cute and fun. Cute and fun.
So cute and fun.
And that's gonna be the name of this episode. Cute and fun.
Cute and fun finale. Cute and fun finale.
No. Was he crying at the end?
I think that's just Reggie. I really think his like eyes just water or something. Maybe it's like joy, maybe it's nerves, maybe it's sweat.
You're making him sound like one of those crusty Maltesers.
No, I am not. No, I am not. I really think it's like just, he literally just radiates joy. And it's probably sweat, honestly.
I mean, again, me in my glass house, the sweatiest girl you've ever met. I'm not judging, but he didn't do anything. He gave
Nothing.
He gave us nothing and everything at the same time, and I love him for that.
I love that man.
I know. I
just love that they gave him a full number because it's what the people wanted.
Yeah, he didn't really do anything. The other people did stuff, but he was there for a full number, and we appreciate that.
Yes, we do. Emma said, you stand here, and then you stand here, and that's all you have to do.
Yep, and I loved that.
I did
Somebody said, why does he look kind of sexy? And someone else said, which I'm so sorry. I suck at my job this season.
Please just know, if you are someone, know that you are known.
Yes, I'm calling you out. I'm shouting you out. Someone else said, he is dead ass on my hear me out.
Oh my God, stop her hear me out cake. I'm cracking up actually. So speaking of hear me out cakes, then we had Brooks and Gleb come back with Jen and Sasha. They did a quick dance to Reunited.
Bleh.
Yeah, I thought, oh my, what a surprise. The chemistry is awkward and non-existent for both of these couples.
Yeah, I think the chemistry fell off with Jen and Sasha in this as well.
Yeah, it was weird.
And I believed them. And then Sasha also like potentially hard launched him and Jen on Instagram today.
I can't tell. I don't know what's going on.
I don't think so. And then when they were dancing today, I was like, is the chemistry in the room?
No clue.
Because I'm not believing it. And here's a hot take, though. Brooks is a really good dancer. She looked really good out there. She danced better than Jen. And that just goes to show you Glob did her dirty.
Mm-hmm.
She slobbed on Glob, and it didn't help her.
Oh my God. It was a sloppy.
For legal reasons, that is a joke. But no,
it was just sloppy.
Her legs looked amazing. I feel like if she had gotten good choreo and they had been focused on dancing, she could have gone to the finale. Like, she's good. And then Jen, on the other hand, and I love Jen. Like, hello everyone. I love Jen. But the way she was moving her legs was like when you play with a Barbie doll and you
It
kick
was
their
like,
legs forward and
yeah,
backwards, like, there was no natural movement about
she
it,
was
so
overly excited and it wasn't meshing well with the choreography. It just looked rushed again, which was kind of some of the problems she had when she was actually competing.
mhm.
But after that, we finally got to Chandler and Brandon. They went last in the redemption round, and their coach, Carrie and Inaba, assigned them a jive.
I it's hard for Chandler, kind of like it was for Joey, because neither of them had a quote unquote bad dance.
Right.
But I do remember after I saw the like recap, I was like, oh, I do remember thinking that when she had her jive originally, she fell off at the
Yes.
end with her
Yeah.
energy and it just kind of fell flat after being so strong and so good. So I was like, okay, this is a good one. And then I was like, "Oh shit," kind of like Alona. I was like, "Oh, now not only do they have to do a redemption jive, but it's like also like 60 seconds longer than the original almost or something."
Hmm.
So, I was like, if her stamina was her problem the first time, like this is going to be really hard. Um her legs, like I want to pop them off the sides of her body like you do a Barbie doll and put
And
them
keep
on
them.
my body.
Yeah.
Like seriously unreal. It was amazing. I mean, I have like so few notes because I was just so enthralled by like what was happening on my TV screen. She's so good. Like sh- she's got it. Like
She's,
I don't know what to say.
this is the jive of all jives. I mean, when she hit that first pose, she caught my attention immediately. She danced from start to finish with absolutely no flaws. This was perfect. It had perfect lines, perfect vibes. Brandon, I mean, he killed this choreography. They came in very last and cleaned up everyone else's mess that they had
Mhm.
left on the dance floor. And I was like, okay, this girl should win. Like,
Mhm.
all night I was kind of just like, I really was so torn. And I think that that's kind of like a blessing and a curse of the season, that I was so torn on who I thought should win. And then as
Mhm.
soon as Chandler went tonight, I didn't even have a doubt in my mind that I wanted her to win.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
And so as soon as she did this jive, I was like, she's the best, and by a mile.
Yeah.
Like, for a while you could kind of say there that she was up there with Joe, like Joey was kind of teaming on her, whatever. No way. Sorry. No way. Not after that.
Mm-mm.
Scores 10, 10, 10. Perfect score. 30 out of 30.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Thank you. Much deserved.
Thank you next. And next was the mango.
Okay, so then we had the Argentine Mango with Mark and Derek. They came in and performed a Argentine Mango together.
They did. Just two bros doing the Argentine tango. 0 feet apart because they're not gay.
It was so good.
It was amazing. It was iconic. It was
I
Do you think their hands were sweating? Do you think they were palms cupped or fingers laced?
Probably both. I mean, I just loved everything about this dance. I loved learning about the history of it. Um, I
Yeah, that
love,
men used to have to dance together because there were more men in dancing than there were women, probably because women were like being the backbone of the household and
yeah,
weren't
and they
allowed
weren't
to have any
allowed,
fun.
yeah, they weren't allowed to do anything. So the men could be out in the street and dance while the women carried the weight of the world on their backs. But yeah, anyways, I'm so happy that they gave us the history of the dance, and that okay, people were kind of hating on the tuxedos that they wore and that they were oversized. But I really think that they were trying to look like the men in the old footage in the videos,
Mhm.
because that is the way that suits just used to fit men. They were just
Mhm.
too big, and not fitted. So I kind of enjoyed that. Do I wish that they would have had on some tighter clothes? For sure, just because I wanted to see kind of their ankles. I think I would have liked to see that.
What?
but but I don't know. I think it was unreal. Those two are just incredible dancers, and I'm so glad they have blessed us with their talents.
It's crazy too because like an Argentine tango, y'all know, is my favorite because it's so damn sexy and I just love it. And this was like powerful but not sexy. But not sexy. Does
But
that make
not
sense?
sexy, yeah.
it was sensual, but not in a romantic way. It was just like, oh my god, it was so good. I was like, I don't know, I could not stop. I could not take my eyes away from them, and, like, I couldn't it's crazy
It
because,
was
like,
fascinating,
they
truly.
don't look alike, but I found myself wondering who was who.
Mm-hmm.
I do wanna say there's 2 comments that sent me before we started this. Alex Crook said, "They're about to be sword fighting for sure." And then Katie Boyd said,
Stop.
"I'm about to be 0% mature adult for this." Which, like,
Unnecessary horniness,
e
15 yards.
exactly. It was so crazy because it was simultaneously super hot and sexy, but also, like, not.
Yeah,
It was just, like, 2 dudes doing impressive dance together.
so good.
It was so
Unreal.
good. I loved it.
And then we moved into the best round of the night, the freestyle
The
round.
best round of any season.
Okay, truly. I think, anyway, I won't say everything yet, but our first couple that performed their freestyle for us were Steven and Riley. They did their freestyle to Viva La Vida by Coldplay.
I was worried about this, not just because I was worried for Steve dancing, because I always get nervous for him because
Me too.
he's struggled so much, like, throughout the season with his timing and musicality and everything, so I always get nervous when he dances because I just love him so much. And it was Riley's first freestyle as a pro, so I was like, "Oh, man." And then it was to Viva La Vida, and I was like, "Is this gonna hit?" You know? Like, which I love Coldplay. If you don't know this about me, hi, I'm Katie Mosley, and I love Coldplay. Um, and Viva La Vida, like, it's just oh my god, it's just so good. And so I was like, "This has potential, I think, but I don't know." I just don't know if Coldplay can hit and slay the house down in a freestyle. But let me tell you, it hit and slayed the house down in this freestyle. The USA themed outfits, the teammates, the pommel horse, and then when they had, like, the backdrops and they pulled them away, like, it was
Unreal.
so visually stunning. I was like I s I, like, was tearing up, choking up
Yeah,
at the end, like,
this one got me. This
this
one
one,
got me.
I felt something, like, deep inside of me that I was just like you know how you feel during the Olympics when you're just like, "USA, USA,"
Yeah,
like,
it just
"Hell yeah."
reminds you of your patriotism.
Yes, and I was like, "Oh my god," and this was 1000%, like, I don't know how Riley did it, but she choreographed Steven's dance.
Yes.
Like, this was the dance for Steven.
Yeah, the athleticism that Steven expressed in this dance while at the same time, and for I feel the first time truly, truly dancing so beautifully, it was incredible. Like, I have chills thinking about it. I loved everything about this freestyle. This is it honestly, I'm gonna say something crazy. This might be my favorite freestyle ever so far that I've ever seen, that I have ever watched on this show. Like,
It was
I
so
and
emotional.
I don't know if it's because I was blown away by Steven, like, really hitting it. And, I texted you that I had a dream. Sweet. Or what was it? I guess Monday night? I don't remember. No, no, no.
It was
This
over
was
the
like, this
weekend.
is Friday or Saturday night. I had a dream that Steven absolutely nailed his freestyle and that we all rushed the ballroom dance floor. Like we rushed the field, like how all these
Like, instead of
costumes.
instead of storming the field, we stormed the ballroom.
We literally stormed the ballroom because he hit it. And let me tell you, this is better than I could have ever dreamed. I just have not felt that way about a freestyle in a really long time. Having his teammates there, the pommel horse being part of it, but them dancing with it. That
And
one
Riley too,
scene,
like, shout out Riley, like, let's give her our flowers for pommel horsing as well.
no, she absolutely blew me away with this choreography. That was the best freestyle of the night, if not my favorite freestyle of all time. I think that it was incredible. That one part where the it was either the teammates or the extras, I'm not sure, where they picked Steven up and he was doing like a pommel horse move midair while they were holding him. Like just
Mhm.
the strength that he has, it's so crazy. it was literally insane how good this dance was. So major kudos. I'm so proud of him. That is the way you want to go out
And
on this
then
show.
after they finished and Riley was crying, like sobbing, boohooing, I was like, same. Like, what is happening? And like, I knew it was going to be good. I feel like an emotional connection to every freestyle, pretty much.
Yeah, yeah.
Just because it's the end of the season, so there's emotions because the season's coming to an end, and you've grown to know and love all of these people, and it's just you get to see everybody like kind of it's the pinnacle of like what they've worked for, you know? So I
Hmm.
always like get a little emotional about any freestyle, whether it's my favorite or not. But like
Right.
this one just hit so it like it hit everything that I needed and more than I even could
Yeah.
have ever imagined. And I I can't believe that they did this. Like it was
And
so unreal. Like the it was the most perfect combination of dancing and Steven's
and skill.
original thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And that's what he said. He was like, Riley's taking my first love or my first passion and my new passion and
Oh,
combining them. And it was just I could not love this more.
I'm
It
so
was
sorry. Like I love Steven more than I love a lot of people. Like I literally love this man. He is so perfect. He's so sweet too. Like how can you not root for him? How can
and
you not root for him?
he's worked his ass off. He's had a roller coaster of a season. Like it's been good, it's been bad, it's been ugly. And like this was just the perfect like way. It tied it up in a bow
Hmm.
and I was like, he did it. Like when it was over, I literally was just like, he did it.
Well, and he was, he was the very first star announced by like a couple weeks
Mhm.
who was going to be on Dancing with the Stars. And just seeing how he started and the journey that he's had. And like last week was really rough for him. And then him coming out here and absolutely nailing this, it couldn't have been better. It couldn't have
No.
been, I don't know. I couldn't have written it a better way for him. So,
No, it was
so
beautiful.
happy for
It
him.
was so wonderful. Although I will say I didn't see Frederick Flips, did you?
He did not come for the dance, but he just talked in the package. But Frederick was not there in part of the dance.
I know, I wish he had been just
I
because
do
we love
too.
him.
I love him, but that's okay.
That's my only critique at Frederick Flips. Where were you, bro?
Then the next
Wait,
freestyle.
tell what were his scores? Tell us, tell
I
us.
said perfect score, 30 for 30. Make an ESPN documentary about this man. 30 for 30.
I loved it.
Me too. Then Joey and Jenna, they had their freestyle to Canned Heat. Joey was just a normal guy living in Hawaii teaching tennis before this.
Of course. Um, do you want to go first?
Yes, I can. Okay,
I'm
so
trying to gather how I want to approach
okay,
this.
so
lay the what?
I will. I'm ready. Lay the boundary, lay the foundation.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay, I love tennis. I grew up playing tennis. My dad,
Not where I thought you were gonna go with this at all.
my dad was an avid tennis player. I have been to Wimbledon. It was honestly one of the best days of my life. I love tennis, but I think tennis is a very interesting theme for a freestyle. So I didn't really feel like, I think, okay. I also think it was really hard to go after Steven. I think it was it felt like kind of more unserious to be like, let's do tennis after this like insanely talented man who is solely responsible for the United States getting their first bronze medal in 16 years because he was a specialist in event, having a dance centered around that, and then like tennis. So I think that like didn't really help. I don't know. It was just kind of weird, but that's not his fault. That was just the theme that him and Jenna went with. So I'm going to start with that. Um, I wanted less racket throughout the dance because I think it's very difficult to dance with a prop.
Yes.
So as a tennis lover who loves the sport, loves watching the sport, and can see how one would be very passionate about the sport, I don't think it was a great theme for a freestyle. I think Joey has a lot more depth to him. I would have liked Joey to do something else. like, I don't know, just like maybe even just a lyrical dance or a contemporary or something. I don't think he needed all of this because I don't think it really showcased all of Joey's strengths in this dance. It was okay, but I'm also going to say it was still very entertaining. It was giving Taylor Swift concert. If you've been to the Eras tour, if you've watched any clips of the Eras tour, in 1989 for Blank Space, Taylor and all of her backup dancers have light up golf clubs and they dance with them. And so as soon as they turned those tennis rackets on, I was like, this is the Eras tour. Like you have transported me back to the Taylor Swift concert. So I liked that element of surprise. I thought that was unique and amazing. Um, I just think he could have done more, and I expected more from him. So while I agree with what Carrie Ann said that it was underwhelming, I don't think this was the time to call Joey underwhelming. I said this to you in a text. I think there have been other dances where Joey has been underwhelming and overscored. I think this was a great dance. I think all freestyles that went tonight deserved all tens because they are the freestyle. But I do not think this was Joey's best dance. And I think this is a good example of what I saw out of Joey all year, and that was not perfection.
Mhm.
And I love Joey. And I'm not going to sit here and say that that was a bad dance, but I am going to sit here and say, besides Danny's, which we'll get to next, that was the worst freestyle.
Mhm.
And I'm sorry to everyone who absolutely loves Joey and can see him do no wrong, but that just really wasn't very entertaining. But overall, it was a very entertaining night. So I'm not going to sit here and act like, it was terrible, yada, yada, because it wasn't. But I think Joey could have done so much better than that.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's consistently shown us that he has dance skill, and you add all this extra stuff and it just like distracts.
Takes away from you actually dancing. Like the
Correct.
one part where the camera was also, the camera angles for his dance were like at point 0.5 at some points. And it's like, why are you so far away from him? There was one part where they just have the rackets in the air and they're walking around in a circle. And it's like for the visual of
Yeah.
the camera. But I'm like, that's not, I don't know. It wasn't complete to me.
Yeah. And also, were there okay, maybe I'm crazy, but it looked like at least one racket had like not complete lights all the way
It
around.
was like the glow stick was broken in one part. Like it
Yeah.
wasn't popped all the way.
Yeah. Okay, so I thought at the beginning when they were just like hitting the ball to the sound, I was like, this is a big missed opportunity. They could have used the Wii tennis sounds. Like those were so iconic. Um, he was feeling himself, which I love to see. When they had I thought it was so weird. They're dancing, and then all of a sudden, all these male backup dancers come out with these giant tennis balls. My dog has never been so locked in on the TV. Stella was like salivating. She was like, "Look at those, those
Yeah.
giant tennis balls." Um, I I thought that the light up rackets were cool, but they didn't add anything to the performance. And I said, "Okay, I don't know if you remember this. It's a Disney Channel original movie called Jump In with Corbin Blue, where it's about double dutch, like jump roping."
Yes. Oh, yeah. Do I know? Yes.
So it was like they took that, but then made it tennis. Like it was very like much a choreographed Disney Channel original movie style dance. Like I could see this being a plot in High School Musical,
Like
you
a
know?
Broadway
Yeah, it
performance,
was like
which I
fun.
enjoy, but it just
Yeah, it's
wasn't,
not
it
it
wasn't
was
cohesive.
no, and it wasn't bad, but I was like, "He's such a good dancer, why are we not highlighting that part?"
Yeah.
Um, I also thought it was so funny when they go up to the skybox and Julianne's, like, talking to him, like, "Did you feel like this was Wimbledon?" And he goes, "Yeah, I got my green on." And
Oh my
I was
God.
like,
Babe,
"Baby,
you wear white at Wimbledon.
yes, I've also been to Wimbledon, and the whole thing is that you wear white. It's, like, the thing with Wimbledon, sweet baby angel." Um, but yeah, no, I just I was so disappointed that this is what we got. Not because it was bad, because y'all know I love entertainment value over technical skill. But this didn't feel when you have the technical skill more than like
Hmm.
other people, why are you not showing that off? more, you know?
Yeah.
I
Mm.
don't know.
I don't know.
It didn't hit for me.
It could have, it could have just been so much better. But that's what they went with. Like that's not just on him because Jenna choreographed this for him too. So I said this to you outside of this podcast, but Jenna has come in second place a lot. And I think a lot of times it's been, not obviously not always, you can't blame any one thing, but I have been generally underwhelmed with her finale freestyles. And that kind of goes back to JoJo's even. It's like some of the times where I thought she could have really won this thing, the finale just didn't really hit that hard. And I was kind of thinking that was going to
Yeah,
happen again here. But
it's almost like she overdoes it.
thinks it. It's like we overthought this. I just really think Joey, the thing about Joey is he hasn't had to try that hard to be good at this. Like he just is. He's a natural. He has something about him that he just has finesse and he has the natural musicality. I just would have liked to see something different. I don't know, but
Yeah.
that's okay. It was fine. It wasn't amazing, but it was good. It was good.
And he got a 9, a 10, and a 10 for a 29. Bruno made a tennis joke and says, "It's an ace." And I swear to God, I thought he said it's an 8. And I was like, oh, shit.
That would have been so bad. No way, though.
But no.
No way. And I still stand by that. I still think everyone should get all 10s on freestyles, but that's okay. Whatever.
Mhm.
Next up, Danny and Whitney had their freestyle to Pink by Lizzo and I'm Just Ken by Ryan Gosling.
I just want to say that Danny can come to my Mojo Dojo Casa house anytime.
I think Danny's welcome at every single person's Mojo Dojo Casa house.
Yes. I loved that he got into character so much.
Yes, me too.
Okay, here's the thing. As a Danny apologist, hi, it's me. This man's an entertainer. He's not a dancer. Like, and
he's a male entertainer.
I wish. What? No, he can put on a show and sell a performance without doing like phenomenal dancing. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah. No, 100%. 100%.
I think this was so entertaining to watch. Trina Nault, before this started, she said, for this dance, Danny's job is just lift.
But he didn't.
No, he didn't.
Which is so annoying.
The set was amazing. The costuming was amazing. I was so confused by like why Whitney did the first 30 seconds by herself.
First minute. Let's be real.
Like, obviously, I get it because I've seen the Barbie movie and I love it so much. Like, I was like, wait, the timer shouldn't start until Danny's at least in the shot, you know?
Well, it's like I kind of wish they would have done like one of those split screens where it's like, give us the scene of like Danny in the bed, you know? Or something like
baby,
split. You know what I mean? Like split screen.
Sponsored by OnlyFans. No, I'm just kidding.
Like doing Ken things, like chilling, sleeping, whatever. Or like primping or something in the mirror. I don't know. But like.
Yeah, no, I agree. I wanted to see him because it's his
I literally
freestyle.
was like, where's Danny? Where's Danny? Hey, knock, knock, knock. Where's Danny? So the whole first minute, he's nowhere to be seen. He was just chilling in the bed, apparently, somewhere. Yeah. But I will say this dance was very entertaining, but it wasn't much more than that to me. No. It didn't feel like a dance. I felt like we knew what Danny's strengths have been all season, and I was very disappointed that there was only like one sick like lift, like where Whitney like gets thrown at him and he catches her.
I know, that was crazy.
Like, give us more of that. That's what I wanted.
I know. He played the character so well though, and it was so fun.
Yeah.
I was so devastated that he like messed up the step clap.
He also looked just like Ryan Gosling.
I know.
Somehow he looked just like him, especially from the side profile. It was alarming.
I know.
It was alarming.
Yum. Delicioso. That was me being backpack from Dora the Explorer.
I knew exactly what you were being.
If you're not old like us. Um, no, uh, I loved it, but it wasn't dance. This
It
kid's
was,
job was not dance, but I loved it still,
yeah.
from a, like, spectator standpoint. Like, if I just saw this, like, not in the context of Dancing with the Stars, I'd be like, "This is so fun. This is so cute and fun. He's
Yeah,
hot."
cute, fun, hot, spunky, entertaining. He got into it. He leaned right in. He had so much fun. But this was the only one of the night where I was like, okay, I'm disappointed in the lack of dance,
Yeah.
like the amount of dance.
Yeah, me too.
So it was still fun, but it was also like, the Barbie movie happened last year. Give us something else. Like I kind of would have liked to see something. I'm just thinking about how great their Wolverine dance was or whatever that was. And I'm like,
Mhm.
I wanted something like that,
But I
Like,
think he relates to Ken. He's like, "I am just a guy." Like,
yeah,
he's like, and he knows that people have said all season, like, Whitney's the star, and he's just
that is
throwing her
true.
around.
And
Like,
that is true.
I feel like he really resonated with this, and I liked that. But no, I mean, as far as dancing goes, this was definitely the weakest in the dancing category, but in the entertainment category, this was really fun. Um,
Agreed. Agreed.
and I think that then we got really unhinged and out of pocket, when it got time for the interviews and the judging and everything. So really quick, we didn't talk about this at the beginning, but we should have. Julianne made a comment when Steven and Danny said that they were juiced up and ready to go. She goes, "They used to call me Juicy Ann," which, like, what, ma'am? Don't, like, do you think
I'm sorry.
Julianne lays in bed at night and just, like, replays the stupid shit that she said on national TV, like, in her head?
Did you see the TikTok that was going around all about her last week when she said, "Let's get your squoes"
Yeah.
instead of scores?
No, she said, "Let's get your scoes.
Let's get your squoes, or however she said it.
Let's get your scoes."
But yeah, Julian was on one tonight, which, like, I love that for her. I love that she was thirsting out for Danny, and we really got to see that whenever they went up to the skybox to get their scores, and Julian was chilling in Danny's bed, and he said,
The
she
real
asked him, how he felt about being Ken, and he said, "I got one question for you, Julian. What are you doing in my bed?" And she said, "Is that an invitation?" And when I tell you, I jumped 10 feet in the air after she said that, because I thought that was the funniest thing. She shot her shot and on national television with her brother at the judges table. And I just think that is the funniest thing she could have ever said. Like, I think it was an incredibly timed comeback.
So I had the opposite reaction. I was like, you know that video of that woman stomping grapes who falls, and then you just hear her off screen going, "Oh, oh, oh, oh no, oh, oh." That was my reaction to this.
I love that we had totally different reactions
I
because
was literally just like, "Nope, nope, immediately no, shut it down. Nope, cut the tape.
I just
Absolutely
love
not."
that. It's like we've all forgotten where we are. Me and
Yeah.
you talked about
Yeah.
this last week. Like, sometimes we forget where we are when we're recording this, and it's like Julian absolutely forgot where she was, and her intrusive thoughts won. Like,
Yes.
she had that
Yes.
mic in her hand, talking to America, talking to the millions of us that are watching this show at home, and
Laying on
she
a bed
said,
with Danny Amendola and Whitney and goes, "Is that an invitation?" And everyone was like, "Holy shit." Like, and then she was like, "What'd you say? Strap on? Like, strap down, strap up, strap it, give it to me." Like, what the She's like going through all that. Mackenzie Pearson goes, "I'm clenching my ass." And then Amy Linder goes, "My fiance just screamed, 'Is this not a family show?'" Because
it's
then
only a family show when you want it to be.
Alfonso is trying to get us. We've had a train derailment. He's trying to get us back on track. And he's like, "No, strap up is like a football thing. Everyone, okay, anyway, let's get your scores." And it was just like, it
So
was
funny.
so crazy. It was pure chaos for like
And
2
Derek
whole
was
minutes.
like, "Excuse me? What?
Yes,
What is going
yes.
on?"
He's like, "Is my sister trying to bed that man on national television?"
The answer is yes, Derek.
And like, who can blame her? Not me.
Not me, not
But
I.
like, Julianne, back the fuck up.
But that honestly sent me into orbit. Like, it was the funniest thing. Um, so
I can't believe that you thought it was so funny, and
oh, I loved it.
I on the inside was like, "No,
No,
oh."
I loved it. We were like, because here's what happened. Like, when he said, what do you do to my bed, Julianne? We were all screaming so loud, like for him even asking her that we missed what she said. So then on the commercial break, we had to rewind.
I know,
And
because everyone in the group was freaking out in the chat, was like, holy shit, I can't believe she said that. And you go, what did she say? We were screaming too loud to hear it. And I was like, she just asked if it was an invitation.
so then I go back and we listen, and I'm like, oh my God, it's even crazier than I thought. I think it's like, it was more of how crazy it was that she
And
said
it was
it.
like so quick too. He goes, "What? The real question, Julianne, is what are you doing to my bed?" And she goes, "Is that an invitation?" And everyone was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Honestly, I'm impressed. I'm impressed that she did it. But anyway, Danny got a 9 from Carrie Ann, a 10 from Derek, and a 10 from Bruno for his freestyle for a 29 out of 30. He is our only contestant who went the whole season without a perfect score.
That makes me sad, but it's
Me too.
also
It's so annoying. It is annoying, and I'm sorry. Like, I don't think that was a great freestyle. He didn't even dance, but like, give them all perfect scores. Like, let the viewers make the choice at the end of the day.
That's a hot take that I don't necessarily disagree with, but also like, I don't know.
I mean, it's hard. It's a hard balance because I'm certain that there are some where I would be like, I'm gonna freak out if they get all 10s. But even Allison last year, I even said it last year about Allison. I'm like, just give them all 10s. They're here.
Yeah.
It's their last dance. If they've never had a perfect score, let them go out with a perfect score. It is not going to make or break them at this point.
There's no rules, so like,
there shouldn't be judging.
Yeah,
to an extent, you know what I mean.
A feel good thing.
It should be a feel good moment for everyone.
Yeah, not just Julianne.
Right.
Also, I loved that he and Bruno were holding hands during his judging. That was very
Bruno
cute.
was like, come here, come right over here, honey.
You know what he said, I want to be in the sequel. And I was like, do you guys need a third? I hear Paris is lovely this time of year.
LOL.
LOL.
Okay.
And if you don't get that, you're too young and you shouldn't be listening to this podcast.
Next up, Alona and Alan. They had their freestyle to Femininomenon. I'm always butchering that word. Femininomenon.
No, it's okay. Same. Before we do this, though, I have one thing I need to say because everyone at this point is like freaking out. They're like, wait a second. Who is like the reality is sinking in of like we only have 2 freestyles left. Like, who is going to win this show? And so we're all talking about it in the chat. And Lauren Timlin, our Excel spreadsheet guru.
Oh my gosh, our data queen.
Our numbers girly. She said in 33 seasons, there have only been 4 times where the winner has not been one of the last 2 dances. And they were Sean Johnson, Bobby Bones, Caitlin Bristow, and Charlie D'Amelio. Also, you can follow her on TikTok at DWTS Love with 2 E's. So DWTS LOVEE. But yeah, she plugs the numbers like in her spare time and like calculates all this crazy data. It's so cool. But I thought that was crazy. I was like, okay, so if that's to be believed, then either Alona or Chandler is going to win.
Right.
So back to Alona. I was so emotional about this. Like when she and Alan were going through, like, oh my God, like I love them. Yeah. Back to your rant about Alan. I love Alan.
I love Alan.
Like, it was so sweet. It was so pure. I just love their partnership so much. Like, I could not love them more if I tried. Laura Rich said that her skit at the beginning was giving Sue from Glee, like the coach.
Oh my God, yes.
Walking through the like locker room situation. Also, if y'all have not watched Alona and Alan's respective TikToks about their season, you need to go do that and grab your tissues because it's so sweet and pure and emotional. But okay, so then I absolutely, this slayed the house down. Like, holy shit. She walks out, she goes, I've never been better, Carrie Ann. Iconic. Boom. She gets her like tracksuit ripped off. She's wearing the most sexy, like sequin bedazzled bodysuit with thigh-high sequin boots. She and the girls start slaying, serving, eating, like, incredible. The guys come out, and they're in rugby shirts, which is so what is it? Cute and fun. And I was like, "Hell yeah," and then she gets a skirt on for a second, which I was kinda like, "What's with the skirt?" But whatever, it was fine. And then the skirt comes back off, and they're just, like, slaying. She is living her best life. This is her moment, like, she's having her diva, rock star, like, she's an icon.
She stepped in.
Yes, it was perfection. And then the dance picks back up again, and Ezra slides across in front and is
With the
holding
10.
a 10 paddle,
So
like,
good.
oh, so good. I loved this. I could not have loved this more. I don't I mean, I knew it was gonna be good, but oh my god, it was so much better than I could have ever imagined. It was iconic. This is something that is, like, gonna go down in the history books. The herstory books, actually.
That is definition freestyle. Like, that is take someone's passion, take someone's story, take their growth on the show, and wrap it all into one and put a bow on top. That's what Alan delivered with Alona tonight. I think that the message was loud and clear, and it was clear. I mean, it was her dedicating a dance to herself, but also to all the women who have been, and women and girls who've been told, you're too big, you're too this, you're too X, you're too, XYZ. That's not for you, whatever.
You're
And
not this enough.
yes, like, you're not good enough, you're not small enough, you couldn't, whatever, do this, find your own way, anything like that. I absolutely, like, I resonated with the dance so much. I think that's another reason I've been so biased to her all season and, like, wanted the best for her all season, is because I could see myself in her. Obviously, I'm not a star rugby player, but I really stand by her message for body positivity. And I think another thing about Alona all season is she has looked so different when she stands next to all of the women that are on this show, and even all the stars that were on the show. She has really stood out. But I think that her standing out has been so beautiful. And watching her at the end, like the way she grabbed that like how she grabbed the whatever it is, rugby ball. What's the ball actually called in rugby? Do you know?
I do
Is it a
not.
football? I don't know.
It's not a football. I'm trying to think of if they ever talk about it in
It's simply
Bluey.
called a rugby ball.
Is
That is
it?
what, yeah, Google says the ball used in rugby is simply called a rugby ball, oval shaped and
Excellent.
made of rubber or synthetic materials. But anyway, she grabs that rugby ball, she punches it. It's like, I don't know, she just has so much, she's so cool. I just want to be everything that she is. And it's her confidence that finally, of all the weeks, like, we've just been wanting her to step in to her confidence, and she 100% delivered tonight. This freestyle was incredible. I'm going to watch it a million times. I absolutely loved it. I can't think of a better dance for her to have gone out on, and I loved every second.
Yeah, honestly, play this freestyle at my funeral.
I will make sure that that happens.
Oh, I'm going first?
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go back. I'm gonna go back and say I hope not, but if I'm around, I'll be certain to make sure that that wish comes true.
I appreciate that.
Play
So
Stevens at mine
I'm gonna
if
just
you're here.
I'm just gonna have a montage. Kel Mitchell's will be in mine too.
Oh my god, seriously! You know what's so funny though? Like, in our eulogies, people will talk about that we love Dancing with the Stars, and I think that that's a beautiful thing.
Hey, who knows? This could, like, blow up maybe, like, in a good way, not like a we're gonna die because it's an explosion. And, like, then we could be low-key celebrities, and they'll be like, "They got famous for loving Dancing with the Stars,"
But it's
and
so funny. Do you think that we'll get there because we kind of have unpopular opinions sometimes? But I honestly feel like our unpopular opinions are the popular opinions that people are too scared to say that is their actual
Oh!
opinion. Sorry.
Oh, I don't
It's a
know.
lot easier to go with the status quo than it is to actually stand for something.
If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything.
Okay, but anyway, I'm sorry. Alona and Allen, perfect score. Her first perfect score of the season. I think it should have come last week, but I'm happy that she got it nonetheless.
No, I think it was sweeter that it came this week on this dance.
Yeah.
It felt
It,
good.
it felt great.
Yeah, it was badass.
Something else that felt great.
Oh my god, this is the last one.
I
Okay,
know.
not me getting choked up, like, not because, like, I knew this dance was gonna absolutely slay the damn house down with Chandler, but, like, I was emotional because I was like, "All right, here we go. One last time for season 33, and then that's it. It's all over but the crying, basically, like, we figure out what happens, like, there's nothing more to be done after this." Like, this
Yeah.
has been so like, I don't know why this season is so emotional for me, but, like, it's one where I am so sad for it to be over.
Yeah. I was not prepared. I don't know. I just really was not prepared for this to happen. And I was ready, I guess, because everything it always has to end. I understand that. But like
All good things must come to an end.
I just wasn't ready to prepare for like actually I'm trying to think of the right word. Actually decide who I think was gonna win or
Mhm.
see what was gonna happen. I was so nervous. But
I know.
um so Chandler and Brandon had their freestyle to I asked Ryan. I was trying to make sure I pronounced this song right. I'm probably gonna butcher it. Hell's a Poppin' and Move On Up by Curtis Mayfield. Hell's a Poppin' is by y'all Vilner Big Band, and Move On Up is by Curtis Mayfield.
This was I'm, like, getting choked up, wow. This was so iconic and emotional and, as Carrie Ann said, important,
Hmm.
but it really was, like, I mean, I was so shocked that this is the first Black couple we've had in the finale, but it makes sense because Brandon's never been to the finale, and Keo's been once, and
Hmm.
Britt has not they didn't make it to the finale,
No, Britt's never
and
made it to a finale.
she was
Britt
one
is the first Black female pro on the show.
mhm. And so, like, the representation in the ballroom community and this isn't like, I don't know the dynamics of, like, how many Black kids are doing, like, ballroom dancing in the first place, so I can't say either way. But I just thought that this was such a huge moment that they got to share this together, and then they decided, "Okay, we're having this historic moment, let's make it even bigger than ourselves," and they made it an entirely Black finale performance, which was so awesome and meaningful and impactful. And not only did they do that, but they like paid homage to basically the Black musicians and singer, songwriter, dancers, bands,
The Nicholas brothers. Yeah.
yes, who paved the way for not just dance and the Black community and the dance community, but also like the Black influence in music. Like it
Yeah.
was so cool, like and I'm from Memphis, so, like, we like, the Black influence in our music here is humongous. So, like, I've never even really thought about it that much, it's not, like I don't know, it's just kind of, like, ingrained in you when you're from here that, like, the Black community was a huge power in, like, what propelled Memphis and the blues and soul music, like, in the South into the forefront, you know?
Yeah.
So, hearing them talk about it and, like, pay homage to, like, different people that I'm not super familiar with or whatever, and they did it, like, to the fullest extent, like, with the black and white, the tap dancing, the big band, like, not just the sound, but they had, like, the music stands set up in front of them with, like, the logo, like, it was so well done, it was so well executed, the costuming, like, the fact that they showed it in black and white on TV, like, it was amazing. It was so iconic, and then we move into the second era, and we're in, like, color television, and we get into, like, the Soul Train, like, soul funk,
Hmm.
vibe, and it was j equally as amazing. Like, it was, like, something that you would see on Broadway.
Yeah, I think Chandler needs to head straight to Broadway, just like
I
Charlie
agree.
D'Amelio did.
And
Um,
Ariana.
yes, seriously. I mean, Chandler has an incredibly bright future ahead of her, but this was phenomenal. I think they understood their assignment. They made and created a beautiful piece of artwork. It was a celebration of culture. And I think that those two, while I wish it would have happened sooner, that we had an all black couple make it to the finale, I'm very grateful that it was Chandler and Brandon because of the job that they did tonight.
Mhm.
It made a complete and total performance actually feel like we were immersed in it. I
Mhm.
don't know. I felt like I was in a trance almost watching
Yeah,
this dance.
it was like an out of body experience. It was like when you it's crazy. This is a crazy comparison, but like if you've ever been to Memphis and gone to the National Civil Rights Museum and you're like looking back through time of like how things used to be and how things have progressed, and you're just kind of watching and you're like, wow, that's a real thing. And like it's so far like disassociated from your day-to-day life. That's kind of what this was. Like you're just watching it and you're being like, wow, I'm in a totally different time period.
It
And
was so
then
good.
it was amazing. It was literally like, oh my god, it was so
And
cool.
not even just the production of it, but just her sheer talent. Like I don't know. It was just sensational. I think she just embodied the performance. She was in character. I loved the how it started. I love that they dressed in the formal wear, like the tuxedos,
Mhm.
like the Nicholas brothers, and then they performed on a set that looked identical to it.
Mhm.
In the videos, I think the music was incredible. The talent, unreal. I loved all the extras that they brought in. I'm
Mhm.
trying to see who else it was that they brought in. I thought they brought in someone like a social media star or something. I'm trying to see like I forgot. I wrote it down somewhere, but I can't find it. Who showed up today? Oh, Ashley Everett. She's
Oh,
Beyonce's
oh yeah,
main
yeah,
backup
yeah.
dancer.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean they brought in the big guns and like
Mhm.
they slayed this dance. I could not focus. Like as soon as her dance wrapped, I could not focus on anything else because it was all starting to hit me in that moment. Like we are about to
Like
know
it's
who's going to
over.
win.
Yeah, her dance finished, I was immediately like hit with two feelings. One, I was like, wow, that was a whole experience. Like
Yeah,
that was like an artistic like thing to
it
behold.
it almost felt too big for the finale. Like it, it was the perfect amount of big, you know what I mean? But it also like it felt like it just superseded everything else just because of the sheer meaning behind it.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. And like I don't know, it was just it was so much like something to behold.
Yeah. Like
And
it felt I cherished it. I don't know.
are you holding space for it?
Oh my god, yes, I'm holding space for Chandler and Brandon's finale dance.
No,
I truly am.
not to diminish that at all. I just thought that was a funny
No,
analogy.
but I
But
actually am. Like
no,
I
seriously.
seriously am. And since I have seen the Wicked movie, I am still holding space for Defying Gravity, and I see what they were saying.
Well,
So I
no
feel that
spoilers here. No spoilers
I
here.
would never spoil, but what I'm saying is I feel that, and I felt that about this dance.
Yeah, and then so as soon as it ended, I was simultaneously just like in awe of what we had just experienced, and also my stomach dropped out of my ass because I was like, it's over. It's done.
Yeah,
Like
everyone's done. No more.
what's done is done and it's all over but figuring out how it all comes together,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
So after Chandler and Brandon, they do this final dance, but I wrote nothing about it. I wrote final dance. I cannot focus on this. It's hot. That's
Yeah,
all I
no,
wrote.
I didn't. I'm excited for tour. I love tour. I love the promo of tour, but the fact that they rushed the judges through Chandler and Brandon's judging pissed me off
To
so that
talk
they could.
about this damn tour.
Yeah, we already know. We've talked about it the whole damn time. We know. Everyone is buying tickets, has bought tickets, like, we're well aware, and y'all have no shortage of promoting it, and it
Hmm.
was cool, though. Steven is gonna be co-hosting the entire tour, which is super exciting. I'm so happy for
Just
him, and then
adorable. I
I know,
love it.
I
I
love
love
that
it.
too, and then Chandler, Alona, and did they say Joey or Danny?
Everybody but Joey is going. Oh
Okay,
my God, I'm such an idiot. Everyone but Danny. Everyone but Danny is going to appear at least on one
show.
tour
Yeah.
show. Yeah.
So that was a fun, exciting announcement, whatever. I was like, "Can we quit screwing around with this and just, like, get to the meat and potatoes of why we're all here?" Like, I'm ready. And it it just frustrates me so much that, like, we waste so much time on this show on trivial shit, and, like, the actual point of the show gets overlooked often
Yeah.
for either advertising space or promotion for
So
themselves
stupid.
or The Bachelor or a new movie or what, you know? I'm just like, "Guys, come on." Like, I know you need the ad money, but, like, the point of the show is the show.
Yeah. It frustrates me to no end. We always have approximately 22 seconds to celebrate with the winners.
I cannot even remember seeing the celebration with the winners tonight. I don't know if it was because I was so flabbergasted or
I think that that's what I was going through. I was just going through like okay. I would have been disappointed. I truly feel I would have been disappointed no matter who won to some extent. I think that there were people that could have won where I would have been way more disappointed, and people who could have won where I would have been way less disappointed. But I think that
yeah,
that's like the double-edged sword of the season is liking everyone is knowing that you're going to be disappointed no matter who wins.
yeah, and I feel like we, like, played ourselves so hard last episode and, like, even for, like, a few episodes before that where we were like, "I genuinely would be happy if anyone wins." And, like, that's true to a certain extent. Like, I'm happy for who won, and I would have been happy if any of these people had won to a certain extent. But there's also a disappointment that comes with that because if, like, person A wins, that's amazing, I love them, but person B did XYZ so great and I loved them for that. Or person C, you know, had this
Yeah, yeah.
amazing, like, breakout performance, or person D, like, didn't perform, or, like, whatever. So, like, I thought that I wasn't gonna be disappointed, and I'm not. Like, at the end of the day, I'm not disappointed by the winner. It's not a Bobby Bones where I'm like, "What the hell? This is malarkey," you know? I'm like, I'm still happy for everybody, but I would have liked it to go differently. But then even if it had been, like, the person that I wanted to win, I would have still been disappointed because I
Same.
like everyone else so much.
Me too. So let's go into it so then we can talk about how we really feel about everyone.
Okay.
Okay, so fifth place goes to Danny and Whitney.
Correct.
Fourth place goes to Stephen and Riley.
Okay.
Third place goes to Chandler and Brandon.
Mhm.
Second place, our runners up, are Alona and Alan. And then Joey and Jenna are our winners of season 33 of Dancing with the Stars.
So, it was really nice and refreshing to get a male winner because we've had a couple females back to back. So that was a nice change. Um, and I love that he had no dance experience, and I love Joey, and he's done well all season, and he definitely worked hard and deserved it. Where it fell into the disappointing area for me was that this was his worst night of competition.
Yeah.
And so that's what made it hurt so bad is, like, he's been great all season, and then we're at the finish line and he just drops the
Well,
drops it.
it's like he crossed the finish line, but way under where we expected. Like
Right.
it's just I think some people, Stephen and Riley, had had an incredible night and some incredible performances, and it was like, oh damn, they blew me away. And then Chandler and Brandon had the best performances of the night by miles,
And the best season, arguably.
and I feel like they we're robbed. This is when it was hard for me because all year I knew exactly who our top four were going to be. And I think you and I even really talked about how Joey was going to make a push and like have a run. We've talked about this so much. So it's so funny for having predicted it so early too. I wasn't right on the winner. I thought Alona was going to win, but I came close to almost having a perfect guess. But I think for me, where I'm frustrated is that I genuinely believe that Joey was overscored a lot of the season for things. Um, Things were overlooked with Joey that Chandler could not get past. I think Chandler was held to a really high standard, and her scores all season were. I feel she was historically underscored compared to Joey all season. I don't really know how much that mattered for the finale, but I do feel like it definitely pulled some weight there throughout the season. I think her popularity was not marred, I guess, by lower scores, but I just think she had a harder time kind of catching up to him. I think this is where I'm annoyed because I want to see the receipts. Like I want to see I want to see how many votes Joey got compared to Alona and Alan. Like I am genuinely curious because I feel like Alona and Alan pulled all of the votes all season.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So that's why I'm just genuinely surprised. This is also why I'm frustrated. Another reason I'm frustrated, and I'm going to say it. I don't think that if you're taking all five of them, that their semifinal scores should count against them for the night of the finale. I think that you should just go based off of finale scores. Why are we combining scores from the semifinals when everyone has moved on? Why is that week not behind us when it's all of the same five people competing against the same people again? I don't really see the reason to keep the semifinal scores. It's just another reason of like why this scoring is not transparent. How we're determining the winner is not transparent, and it doesn't have a lot of credibility to me. It's like, so we just got to go based off what y'all tell us. Like you're not showing us anything.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I'm very perplexed, but I'm happy. I would say I would have been happy had anyone, and these are the four anyone, Steven, Joey, Alona, or Chandler would have won. I think I would have been just more like, you probably would have had to resuscitate me if Danny won because I would have been so shocked. Like, where did his support come from? Like, where did
No,
the
I'm
votes come from?
all
But
those kids that are his friends texting in.
right. But after Chandler's first round wrapped, I genuinely felt it was hers. And I
Yeah,
felt like she should have gotten it. And I know that the argument is a lot of times the best answers don't win.
that's your argument. You've said that 1,000 times.
Yeah, it's like I know a lot of times the best answers don't win. But I don't know. I just feel like this year it was Chandler from day one was the best, and I don't feel like third place is just for that. But
No. See, I thought so if I was looking at tonight as an isolated thing,
mm-hmm.
I would say that the top 3 by a mile are Chandler, Alona, and Steven. They were the standouts. They hit their shit and absolutely crushed it. And Danny and Joey were just kind of left in the dust, in my opinion.
And Joey's cha-cha was overscored when everybody else, except for Chandler, like Joey and Chandler are the only people who got perfect scores in the first round.
And
And
I'm
it's
so
like,
sorry. Joey's cha-cha was not good. I'm so sorry. I love him and I love Jenna and I love y'all. But you guys, gals, everyone.
and I'm happy for them. Know that I am. I
I
really,
am.
really am.
Yeah, I love them. I'm happy that they've won. I don't think it's not one of those things where I'm like, well, he didn't even deserve it. It's not that at all. It's just like tonight was such a stark contrast to like what the season has been, where he clearly stood out as like not in the top. So I was just so shocked
Yeah.
that
And
he won.
I just,
I thought the top 2 were going to be Alona and Chandler. And I honestly would have been at peace with that one too. Like no matter which way it fell.
yeah. It was a hard ending for me just because I felt really bad for Chandler and I felt really bad for Brandon. Um,
I
just
think they knew
because
though. I mean,
they knew. I think that they
Chandler had like people were actively creating a
to
campaign
vote against her.
against her, which like if you, I mean, it's
My
so
hands are in like my
I know.
face is in my hands because I'm just like I'm upset by that.
I am too, and it's not fair and it's not right and like y'all know I love to bitch about somebody with dance experience on this show, but this is not the same kind of thing.
Yeah,
So, I
it's
don't know.
not.
And, like, for all of y'all and us to be like, "Oh, Milo was robbed." Like, Milo and Chandler are the same, like,
Yeah,
dance-wise,
yeah.
like, dance experience level, like, so I
And
just
Kel was also robbed. It's another season that someone gets
yeah, I'm
robbed by a bachelorette and a
oh
bachelor.
god, the Bachelor franchise,
They have a
me
chokehold on Dancing with the Stars, and they
catch me
just always will.
outside, catch me outside,
They
Bachelor
always
franchise.
will.
I just I'm not I am disappointed, but I'm not devastated.
Okay, I like that. I like that. Yeah. Um,
I'm okay, but I'm not great.
yeah. You know, Katie, it's rare that you and I that our winner wins.
It
Like
really is.
it's really rare that our winner wins, and that's okay because I really do like everyone, but I'm also allowed to be disappointed when I feel like someone who I'm trying to think of the right words. It's 1:25 in the morning right now. So I'm like really trying to think of the right words.
I
I'm
know
allowed
my husband just texted me and said, "Are you almost done? I'm ready to go to bed."
I know mine's been asleep for 2 hours that we've been recording this, but I think he had so much fan support just for being himself. Like, and I think that Alona had that too, but there was something that everyone was overlooking with him.
I'm just really surprised because I thought Alona was gonna like with her following and everything, I'm really truly shocked that she did not win.
And that's why I want to see their seats because I think she should have won. I
Well,
really
we
do.
never will, so let's just put that behind us.
How old is Joey Graziadei? I'm looking him up. How old is he? Oh, he's 30. 29. He's about to be 30. But anyway, overall, really, 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 really amazing, amazing season. I'm happy for Jenna. It was amazing to see Val be so thrilled. Like you could see him jumping for joy in the background whenever he was about to go get to bring the mirror ball to his wife. And I think that's really special. So I'm happy for them. Kelsey has made some fire TikTok content this week. So I imagine that everyone will have some fire TikTok content tomorrow after GMA. I'm going to try and wake up and watch GMA tomorrow because they're all going to be there.
What, in like 5 hours?
Yeah, they're all going to be on. They said they were all catching a plane immediately to be on GMA the next
Oh my
morning.
God, that's brutal. But I loved this season. This was a really, really good one. I know we kind of ended on a bad note, so like let me like get back perked up. It's also super late, so I'm trying to like not die. This was really, truly such a fun season. Like we've gotten so much unhinged content, so much. It's been really fun. It's been a hoot and a half. And I just we're so if you're still listening, like sorry that we've been yapping, but like thank you so much for being here and supporting us. And we like I said last week, we could do this without you, but it's so much more fun to do it with you. Um and yeah, I'm so sad that it's over. Hey, don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened.
Yes, it was so fun, y'all. I can't wait for next year. We probably won't get that second season, but because of the tour and stuff, I was thinking about it today. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
you idiot, Madeline, you're so dumb for thinking that. But also, it's okay to dream. So I am just gonna wait patiently until next September when we get another one.
Yeah. And, hey, it's not goodbye. It's see you later. Insert graduation by vitamin C here. We can't put it in for legal reasons, copyright infringement, but just know that it's playing in the background.
Yeah, because the last thing we're gonna do is get this episode flagged and have to re-record it for some reason. So
I will end it all if that happens.
we're so unhinged tonight. We've gone for this episode will be 2 hours long,
Well,
but hey,
we had a 3-hour finale, so it tracks.
and we wanted to stretch this out as long as possible. And we just thank all of y'all for sticking with us this season, for letting us be your recap podcast for Dancing with the Stars. Thank you for being our friends and giving us the encouragement to keep doing this, even though we have so much fun, and we will probably do it anyway, even if no one ever listened to us. So thank y'all for being the ones who do listen.
Yes, thank you for being our besties for the resties. We love you guys. It's been so fun, and I'm so sad that this is it until next year, but it's been a good one. So hopefully
Season
next
33, Joey is the winner. Woohoo!
Yep. Yep. Put it in the archives.
Put it in the history books.
Yep. All right, guys. Thank you so much again. We love you. We appreciate you. If you're still listening, what are you doing? But we love you guys, and we will see you next season.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.